You think you should try to go get this furniture down the road soon or no?
The what?
The furniture I found for free down the road.
I'm doing a video. Hold on a second. Here I am at the office. The office at home. We're talking about immigration since it's getting overhauled. It's really been what they claim to be working on in the legislature and also the executive branch. So here's the complaint that you hear, is that Obama is being a tyrant. He's acting like he's king or emperor, which I just don't see that. He's not any more so than George Bush was, George W. Bush. He's not. So you go from this Republican president to the Democratic president. And there's really not much of a difference whatsoever. Skin tone, obviously, on the surface is slightly different. Who cares? That means nothing. They have the same handlers. They're all part of the same thing. It's the New World Order. What are they doing with immigration? I looked at the main spokesman for the other side, John Boehner. He does this 30-second video on his YouTube channel. And he's basically not saying anything. So, sorry, I mean, that wasn't very informative, Mr. Boehner. Mr. Obama made a long speech from his White House YouTube channel, and I watched it, and what he said seemed to be relatively coherent and comprehensive about what he sees that needs to be done in the nation. With the immigration policy needing to get up to speed. I mean, no one has really dealt with this in any major shape or form for how many decades? They just let it slide. So he's coming up with, how do we make it fair for everybody? How do we address everyone with this common standard? If you get into the country illegally and you're here, you're undocumented, you need to be dealt with. Sorry, and everybody's like, he said, the president said that this is the most controversial part. Well, it's only controversial because they stand to lose the most. I mean, it's not rocket science. If they're already here, they're established, they've got family, got ties, there's inertia. They're already established. They ain't going to be giving that up too easily. You know, to say that that's controversial and raises the most ire. No, just because they're here and they don't want to be disturbed. So the people that are just getting in yesterday, or even today, they have to be dealt with also, but they need to get documented. And then he addresses the other part, the people that do things legally, they get documented, they pay the fees and everything, like my wife did, my Israeli wife. We did all that. But before she met me, right before she met me, she was in a federal penitentiary and had been deported. Because she came in on a visa, the visa actually expired, and that the United States got her, and her karma, her learning experience, you know, you can live to talk about it, great, and that's what you have to go through. But look at all these people that don't. They're already living here. They got their family, they got their connections in the local region that they are, and no one's touching them. They haven't paid a penny. You might say, oh, well, they're good people, oh, they're working these low-paying jobs, they're a necessary part of the workforce and the economy. Yeah, you know, so is my wife-to-be, and so was my wife when I ended up paying all that stuff and getting a lawyer and going through all that. And we're still going through it. She's not in the country right now. We're global. But, you know, I have a personal vested interest in the immigration policy and to where it's going. That's why I'm doing this video. So I'm just getting started, folks. This is just the intro. If you have anything to say it here. We are going to see some things getting on paper pretty soon, as President Obama has announced today. So let's look into that, because it is about the future of this pluralistic society we have, the future of this nation, America. And he said right. America is based upon its immigration